Yes. Okay. What else? And what if you invited one? Okay, say it again. What else do you have? What do you like to do?
I go to the
school. Okay. Now, what about phones? Do you all have cellular phones?
Yes.
You have it, or maybe your parent has it. You don't have it. And then what do? You do WhatsApp. What do you do on your phone? What? Play games on your phone. Okay, but you know that on the telephone, we keep a lot of our telephone numbers, right?
Yes.
And then you store it on your phone. And then when you want to call somebody, what? You take the number out.
Yes.
Right? So that makes your telephone also a computer. Your telephone is a telephone because you call people. And because you save the names of the people that you want to call. Because you save the names of everybody you want to call, it is saved on the computer on your phone. Do you understand? So since we all like math, what is 1 plus 1?
2.
Okay. So let's say you want to put somebody's telephone number on the phone. That's 1, right? The person's number. So if you want to get the number, you get the same number out, right? So that's why we get 1 plus 1 is 2. So if you put a number in, and then you come to look for the number and you can't find it, then it means either you didn't do the number, because 1 plus 1, if you put 1 in, you should be able to get 1 out. Do you understand? Does that make sense? If you put 1 on one address, telephone number on your phone, you should be able to get that 1 number out. And if you can't get 1 plus 1 is 2, then there's a problem. Maybe when you were putting the number in, you didn't hit save. Or maybe something happened, some virus came in and erased it. But there's a reason why when you put a number in and if it doesn't come out, then 1 plus 1 is not 2. Do that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so this is where I come in. I will come onto the computer and find out why that 1 did not come out as another 1. Do you understand? So if whatever you put on a computer in the bank, if you actually put it in, I will find it. You see, that's where my part is. Because I like computers. I did math in school. So you have to do your math. Listen to your teachers. Listen to, even if you don't do it in computers, what do you use math for? You use it when you're buying something. If you really look at everything, look at the plants here. If you look at it, you see that it's if you split it in 2, you see one side and another side. Do you understand? Everything that comes naturally has some math to it. If you really look at it. So listen, even if you don't understand the math, learn it. Because it helps you in the future. Learn every little bit of math that you can. Even if it's hard, go ask your teacher to explain it to you. And then the other thing too is English. You should know how to read. You should know how to read. You should have a habit of reading. Because as you go on in school, you will read. As you go on in school, you will read. You will read. So if you don't get the basics right at the beginning, you cannot even be a banker. Bankers have to be very specific. How you write your stuff, the reading and the writing. You have to get to correct. You can't make any mistake. Somebody's money. If somebody puts 5,000 in there and you go and write 500, you're in trouble. If somebody puts 5,000, you go and put 5 million, the bank is in trouble. You see, so you have to know how to read and write. Listen to your teachers, please. Read and write. Do your math. And somehow science comes in. I don't understand how science comes in, but science comes in. You see, because science is also part of life. You have to get up. That's a science. You have to sit down. That's a science. You have to learn how to move. You have to learn how to interact with people. You see, that is also science. And even the social science is a bit better, like this one I was saying. You have to learn how to talk to people. You have to learn how to read people. When somebody's angry, you should be able to know. If somebody's speaking a different language, even if you don't understand, you have to know how to communicate with the person. So you see, I'm talking about math, I'm talking about English, and I'm talking about science. Those 3 subjects, I think you should hold it seriously and learn it as much as you can. Because what happens is, as you learn more, you find out that you can do more things than people who don't know how to do it. If you can read, if you look around Ghana, there are more people who cannot read than those who can read. So you are likely to get a job if you can read. You are likely to get a job if you can communicate. Like, who's laughing here? What's funny? What happened? What happened?
When the back fell down, they are laughing.
The bag fell down. Oh, okay, sorry. Maybe that following down guys is somewhere. You learn it later in your classes. You see. So, what I was saying is, you have to be able to have a skill that most people can't do. That's why you get a job, because you're doing something that other people can't do. So that's why you have to make sure every time you have a test, you pass. Every time you have an exam, you pass. Because as you do that, you get better and better and better. And then you find that you know more than the ordinary person. That is why you get that job that you do. Because nobody else can do it except you. So you make sure, so you understand what I'm saying. Make sure you understand everything that I said. So now you guys give me more ideas of what you need to do and how it is related to the bank. Me, I work in the computer, and you know, in a bank, like that's what I'm saying. Apart from you putting your money in, taking your money out, you have to be able to know where the money went, when you put it in, who put it in, how much, where the person lives. All this information we keep at the back. And that's where I come in, because I am able to, if you actually put that information in the computer, I'm able to get it out and put it all together in a nice place and then present it. You see. So if you have questions, tell me, or tell me what you think I've said that you've learned from. What have I said?
You said that Barclays, the account is also confidential.
Listen, ultimate and all those things. It depends on the customer, on the account. I know that the ultimate account, you can have credit card, you have cards, but Prudential, we don't have credit cards yet. But you do have ultimate accounts for special customers. It all depends on how much money you have. If you put more in, you get a nice mix. If you put less in, you get a different one. You see. Another question. Yes.
They announce job, like for example, like you see that they want a requirement of 5 years, and that you must have a level of education. So without the number of experience, how are you able to get it since like you are just a graduate?